When I was trying to think about what to speak about tonight, I tried really hard to come up with the best topic I possibly could. Then I realized that every great speech has the intent to fix a problem. And then a couple of days later, I found myself driving home from work. And then I thought to myself, when is this going to stop? And then I saw that I was not happy. Now, what makes somebody happy? You know, I'm sure if I were to ask any of you in this room right now, more than half of you would tell me that it's money. But scientific research shows that it's not money that makes somebody happy, but rather the adversity and the ability to get up from the adversity quicker. And now, that makes sense if you think about it, because we need to know the good in order to know the bad. There's no ups without downs, there's no hot without cold, or there's no happiness without sadness. Now, sadly we're told in this society that you need to be, in order to be competent, you need to make money. And again, studies proves us otherwise. And then in this graph I show, in the last 50 years, US economic growth has doubled. But then another research says that in the last 50 years, happiness has in fact remained stagnant and has not moved much. Now, we have the ability to buy better things, we have the ability to buy better houses, we have the finances to do that, but yet the happiness does not change. But if you think that money doesn't buy happiness, I recommend that you go to talk to someone under the bridge and see what they say. Now, if you think that money does buy happiness, I think that you should go talk to somebody like Bill Gates and see what he says. The truth is that there is no big difference between both, but the difference between not having anything and then having something is much bigger than the difference of having something and then having something better. Now, my next point is the hedonic treadmill, which basically means the tendency of us humans to remain at a relative level of happiness even though we have more money or even though we have better chances. And the reason being is that we get accustomed to whatever we have, whatever we think we need. In this case, in order to be happy, we need to appreciate what we have more rather than think about different things that we could possibly want. Besides adversity and the hedonic treadmill, there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and that is goals. Now, when I talk about goals, I don't just mean a random type of goals, I mean intrinsic goals and extrinsic goals. Intrinsic goals are things like personal growth, relationships, and the desire to give back. Now, extrinsic goals are things more focused on the world, like money and image or popularity or something like that. And then research showed as well that intrinsic goals, people with intrinsic goals are happier than people with extrinsic goals because they have a bigger sense of self-worth, which, you know, people that focus on other things like money do not have. Now, if you think about it, extrinsic goals are things that come with the world. And what made us happy before we had technology? What made us happy before we had money? And then I found this research that said that the answer comes from an old civilization that is over, it's called San Boschman, and when they're asked what they find about happiness, they say family. And when they say family, they don't mean just family, blood family. They mean a family acting as a family, showing love, showing compassion, showing forgiveness. And I believe that all of these things are the base and should be the structure for anything that we want to accomplish in life if it is that we want to be happy. Thank you.